Hello, my friends. Today we are going to learn IT English. IT means Internet technology, and we will learn many words and expressions which will help you in this sphere. So the first word which we are going to learn is a programmer. Let's write a programmer. Who is a programmer? A programmer is a person who writes or modifies programs or applications. Let's write. A programmer is a person who writes or modifies programs or applications. So in Armenian you can say ծրագրավորող, a programmer, ծրագրավորող. So in other words we can say a software developer. It's a new word, yes? A software developer. So a software developer is the same as a programmer, ծրագրավորող. So he's a person who writes or modifies programs or applications. Yeah. So the next expression is to debug a computer, to debug a program, to debug a program. What does it mean to debug a program? It means կարգի բերել ծրագիրը. For example, you have some problems in your program or your application, so you must debug it. You must debug the program. Դու պետք է կարգի բերես քո ծրագիրը. The next word is to modify. To modify. What is it? To modify, it means to change. փոփոխել. To modify, to change. So you modify something in your program, դու փոփոխում ես ինչ-որ բան քո ծրագրում. So the next word is hire. What does it mean? Hire. Hire, it means ընդունել աշխատանքի. Let's bring one example. Իմ տնօրենը ինձ ընդունեց աշխատանքի. My boss hired me. It means իմ տնօրենը ընդունեց ինձ աշխատանքի. Now let's read all these words and and then go on. A programmer and software. ծրագրավորող. A programmer and a software. To debug a program, կարգի բերել ծրագիրը. To modify, it means to change. To hire, it means ընդունել աշխատանքի. My boss hired me. Իմ boss-ը ընդունեց ինձ աշխատանքի. Now let's go on. The next expression is to execute a program. Let's write. To execute a program. To execute a program, it means to start a program. But in IT English, we don't say to start a program, we must say to execute a program. In other words, we can say, for example, to run a program. Let's write. To run a program. Also, we can say to launch a program. To launch a program. Also, we can say to boot a program. To boot a program. So all these variants mean to start a program. But in IT English, we don't say to start a program. We say to execute a program, to run a program, to launch a program, and to boot a program. Yeah. So it's up to you which one to use, whether to execute a program or to launch a program. So the next one, what does it mean? It's up to you. Let's write. It's up to you. It's up to you. It means Ձեզանից է կախված. I said it's up to you to choose which variant to use. Ես ասացի Ձեզանից է կախված որ տարբերակը ընտրել. Yes. So the next one. Let's clean all these words and go on. So if you have a failure in your program, in your computer, it means a computer crash. So let's write. where so if you have a failure in your computer, it means a program crash, a program crash. Program crash, it means сбой программы, ծրագրի խափանում, a program crash. Yes, so a program crash is a failure in the computer. So in your program, so a program crash is a failure in your program. ծրագրի խափանում. Simply in IT English, we don't say failure, but we say a program crash. Yes. So it's a new word. Yes, a program crash. The next one. So for example, if you want to reboot your computer, first of all, you must terminate your program. So այսպիսով, եթե դուք ուզում եք restart անել ձեր համակարգիչը, դուք պետք է terminate the program means դադարեցնեք ձեր ծրագիրը. Let's write to terminate the program. It means դադարեցնել ծրագիրը, and also to be terminated, What does it mean? Դադարեցված լինել, to be terminated. And I wanted to bring one example. Sorry, wait a minute. I wanted to bring one example of a program crash. For example, Օգտատիրոջը խորհուրդ տրվեց restart աներ իր համակարգիչը, քանի որ ուներ շատ լուրջ ծրագրի խափանում. Let's bring this example and then pass to terminate the program. Yeah, the user was advised. Here we use passive voice. Advised to reboot the computer. Reboot the computer because of a serious computer crash. Program crash, you can say. Program crash. So the user was advised to reboot the computer because of a serious program crash. Now, let's see. A program crash is a failure in the computer. Yes, a program crash is a failure in the computer. And we brought one example. The user was advised to reboot the computer because of a serious crash. So now let's clean this part, and after it, we'll learn these words: to terminate the program, to be terminated. And I said that to terminate the program, it means դադարեցնել ծրագիրը, and to be terminated, լինել դադարեցված. Yes, it means to end a program or a process before its completion. So to terminate the program, it means to end a program before its completion. So, to terminate the program, it means to end a program before its completion. So also we can say to be terminated, լինել դադարեցված. In other words, we can say to abort a program, to abort a program. So you can see that to abort the program and to terminate the program, to abort the program and to terminate the program are the same. they mean to end a program before its completion. Yes, your program is working, your program is in process, but you end it, you terminate it. Yeah, so these are new words which you must learn. And now let's go on and let's learn new words. Yes. So the next word is bug. What is bug? Bug, also we can say error. So bug and errors are mistakes, but in IT English we don't say mistakes, we must say bugs and errors. So what do they mean? Bug is an incorrect action. Bug is an incorrect action. Also, error is an incorrect action. I think it's سخال. But remember, we don't say mistake. We must say bugs or errors. Okay, let's go on. Who is a user? Users are the people who use software. User is a person who uses software. User նշանակում է օգտատեր։ Օգտատերը այն անձն է, որը օգտագործում է ծրագրակազմը. A user is a person who uses software. Now let's repeat. To terminate the program, դադարեցնել. And also abort a program, it means to end a program before its completion. Yeah? And also we can use to be terminated. For example, the program was terminated. Ծրագիրը դադարեցված էր. Yeah? Bug and error. What do they mean? They mean incorrect actions, mistakes. But we don't say mistakes, we say bugs and errors. Yeah, the next word is user. Who is a user? User is a person who uses software. Now let's go on. So what is a software? Software is the program. Software means the programs and other information used by a computer. So software, the programs and other information used by a computer. And the last word is end user. End user. End user is a person who uses a product or service on a computer. So let's see these words. Software is software. What does it mean? The programs and other information used by a computer. And who is an end user? End user is a person who uses a product or service on a computer. So these are the words which I wanted to teach you, and this is lesson 1. And I'm going to do other lessons, and I think they will be very effective for you, very useful for you, and you will be able to speak in this sphere, and you will learn IT English. So till next lesson, goodbye.